So, I get the line.
The Tony's friends as well.
Day before.
I know, you know the 3 stones there? There, one of them on that. I know one of my friends, one of those
Might be lucky. You said by morning. No, no. You should be able to sing it louder. You should have to sing like projection. Come here. That's it, I'm going to give you a nice corner right now.
Going to get Channel 5 ready. Straight into it. Sounds like a boat lead though. Take the thing
Hard angry come, let learned folks become. It's epic and tragic, bombastic we'll write. And loudly we'll sing, oh, in plain English lingo, the stirrings in Sheffield on Saturday night. And loudly we'll sing, oh, in plain English lingo, the stirrings in Sheffield on Saturday night. For hammers and files now no more of their dinnies, at the door of the warehouse the workmen are arrayed. While the masters their banknotes and smoke little guineas are counting and strutting about to get changed. Having reckoned their stock, repair to the near shop, where the fumes of tobacco and stingo in buy. And the oven inhabits a store of poached rabbits to please jovial fellows on Saturday night. And loudly we'll sing, oh, in plain English lingo, the stirrings in Sheffield on Saturday night. Then while Sheffield liquor around they are pushing, there's many a chorus melodious to rise. Oh, Genevieve, sweet Genevieve. Though uninterrupted by merchants who rushing, with tunnel and driver on London highs. Perhaps you may use to borrow the user, and tell whether matters go wrong or go right.
Well, it's shocking. I tell you, it's shocking. The bloody government.
For all ranks and conditions, comments politicians, must have out the alehouse on Saturday night. And loudly we'll sing, oh, in plain English lingo, the stirrings in Sheffield on Saturday night. As through the dark alleys and slyly walk folks, what fun they may hear if near they may lend. Such sighs and soft wishes from lads and from lasses, who tell their fond tales at an empty end.
Go on, Polly.
Then,
Oh, please, Polly.
you know I shouldn't.
Aye, but I know you will, though.
You are awful. Can you stay a bit longer? It's Saturday night.
But with drinking and smoking and laughing and joking, they put wrinkle, sorrow and care to the night. And over the stingo we'll laugh, chat and single, and merrily welcome each Saturday night. Thus with drinking and smoking and laughing and joking, they put wrinkle, sorrow and care to the night. And over the stingo we'll laugh, chat and sing, oh, the stirring Sheffield on Saturday night.
Transformers, please, ladies and gentlemen.
Not yet, look, for crying out loud. I'm stone cold sober.
I'm sure nobody in this room's ever seen you any other way, Mrs. Brown.
Isn't it lovely? Why do you never take things like that to the Dicky?
Eh?
What Mr. Broadhead just said.
Why? What did he say?
Oh, get me to the port and then jump in canal. Why, Mr. Linley.
What'll it be then, eh? What'll it be, did you? Eh? Two pints and a large talk to the lady, please. Time, please, ladies and gentlemen! Oh, yeah! Time, please! Good night, Mr. Lindley.
Well, I've got to bloody hell!
Come on now, lads and lasses, we're all going to get up in morning. We have three. Let's have your glasses, please. Come on. Eagle, nay, Mr. Friday. Cheerio, Jack. Right, come on, have you got homes to go to? Thanks, good night. Right, well, come on, let's be having you. Come on, Mrs. Brown, Vicky.
It's not your fault, Mr. Everlasting. Eh? What? Can't sleep now, thinking about it.
Well, Sam.
What about Lindley then?
What about him?
Are we telling him to go to him, are we?
That's up to you.
Yeah, you're the Union Secretary, Mr. Broder.
Treasurer, Sam. Only treasurer at the moment.
Well, whatever it is, you give the orders, any rule.
If I do, it's because nobody else will. I don't think I enjoy doing it, because I don't. Just that from time to time, there are certain men that have to be disciplined. That's all it is, Sam, a question of discipline. Nothing personal. A union is like an army, Sam. It has to fight for its life. And an army can't fight without discipline.
What do you want us to do then?
And Lindley is a man who is not amenable to ordinary discipline. And I think of the damage he does the trade. When I think of the way he flouts the union rules, it makes my heart bleed for all those good, conscientious workers who have to suffer for a few renegades like Lindley. I tell you, Sam, it makes my heart bleed.
One of his house wants to become parent. And children.
It's got to be done somehow. Stop from taking on more land than he should do. Stop from paying him the union rate. Stop from taking on, turning out bad work. You know his own lads have to duck him in crop not long since before he pays really more money than you get. But I want him made so he can't work. So he can't carry on in defiance of union rules.
I'll make sure it don't work no more. You won't get away with it this time.
But there's one thing I want to make quite clear to you, Sam. He's not to be killed. I won't have him killed. Just make him so he'll never work again, that's all. Just so he never works again.
To be a Sheffield grinder, it is no easy trade. There's more than you'd imagine to the grinding of the blade. The strongest man among us is old at 32. There are few that brave such hardships as we poor grinders do.
Country goes to war, then our masters quickly strike. Orders countermanded, our goods we all lay by. Our prices we must settle, and you'll be skinned too. There are few who sweat such hardships as we poor grinders do.
And every working day we are free, just as we.
And a broken stone can give us a wound that will not heal. There's many an honest grinder ground down by such a blow. There are few who brave such hardships as we poor grinders do. There's many a poor grinder whose husband snatched away without a moment's warning to leave the judgment day. Before his judge he must appear with his
such hardships as people grinders do.
And now I will conclude these few and humble lines with success to all grinders who suffer in hard times. I wish them better fortune and all their families too. There are few who face such hardships as we poor grinders do.
Help, Mr. Flintoff, help! While there is darkness, there will be filth. While there is darkness, there will be corruption, immorality, and crime. Where there is light, there is cleanliness and order. We must give the people light.
The darkness you speak of is the darkness of the mind, I take it, Councillor Ironside.
The darkness I speak of is the darkness of the streets, Mr. Flintoff.
Yes, well, there are certain hazards in negotiating the poorer parts of the town, it is true.
I'm not thinking of my own personal comfort, Mr. Flintoff, nor of yours. I'm merely thinking of the moral and physical well-being of the ordinary citizen of this town. Light, Mr. Flintoff. Light must be brought into these dark places. Not for your good, not for mine, but for the good of struggling humanity.
You are absolutely right, of course, but what is the answer?
The answer, my dear sir, is gas.
Gas.
Gas!
But we have gas.
I have gas. You have gas. But does every humble family in this city have gas? No, it does not. And why not? Because that precious commodity costs twice as much in Sheffield than it does in London, whereas the coal from which it comes costs half as much.
Half as much?
Half as much. Think of that.
Oh, I am thinking about it.
Well?
Well, what?
What is the obvious conclusion?
That when it comes to filth, Sheffield has it over London.
Not exactly, Mr. Flintoff. Let me put it to you another way. How can we remedy this insupportable state of affairs?
More gas?
Well, yes, more gas, but they can't afford it.
No. More wages?
To be squandered in the alehouses?
No, of course not. How foolish of me. Cheaper gas?
Ah!
Ah! Of course. I don't know why I didn't think of it at first.
Cheaper gas, Mr. Flintoff. I shall not rest until every Sheffield cottage is lit by gas and lit for twopence a week.
Twopence a week?
Twopence a week. And not only that, every Sheffield street will be lit with gas of a reasonable price and bear illuminative power as the most effective means of stemming that flood of public immorality which I, and every man of principle, can only deplore.
Deplore, yes. You speak extremely well, Councillor Ironside.
Thank you. But it is deeds, not words, that will illuminate the houses and homes of the poor, my dear sir.
But there is a slight difficulty, if I may venture to say so.
Oh, the project bristles with difficulties. I've never yet been involved in a project that didn't. What particular difficulty did you refer?
How are we to persuade the United Gas Company to reduce its prices?
Competition, Mr. Flintoff.
Competition?
Yes. I shall produce my own gas.
I don't quite follow.
I shall form my own gas company, to be called the Sheffield Consumers Gas Company. It shall have one purpose and one purpose only, to serve the people. We shall supply gas at 3 shillings per 1,000 cubic feet. Meters and service pipes to be installed free of charge, and there will be a single rate for all classes of consumer. As for capital, I propose to raise, say, £60,000 in £5 shares and acquire further borrowing powers for, say, 100,000.
Oh, a noble scheme, Councillor. Truly a noble scheme.
And it shall be launched nobly. The foundation stone shall be laid to the thunder of cannon, the ringing of church bells, the march of troops, the flying of colours, and the strains of the cavalry band.
And it's with great pleasure
And I might say, indeed, I will say, pride. Pride in the vision, the foresight, and the selfless dedication on part of subcommittees, councillors, I'm sorry, towards the civic advancement and welfare of the public, that I declare this stone voluntarily laid.
I don't know. It's a bit like being 21 or having woman for the first time. You think you should feel different, but you don't.
Ah, you're a bright little lad. You'll go alright for yourself, I just think.
Will I? Happen I will if I don't let on I was one of Lindley's lads.
What? That's a nice thing to say, isn't it? After I've told you all you know.
Well, I'm only saying that.
And after I've told you all when you couldn't get in anywhere else. Yeah, fine example of the gratitude of the modern generation, aren't you?
I'm only saying your lads don't find it easy to get work, and they don't.
Who says to do?
Everybody.
You mean every big-ass creeping union man?
Listen, if I took any notice of what they said, I'd be living on parish, or living at all.
We've got to have unions.
Have we? You're a fine one to talk. If I had stood up to union and got me on road, you for 1 month have got a good trade at your fingers ends like you have this minute, would you?
I don't know,
Would you?
happen I wouldn't, but
You know bloody well you wouldn't. I'll tell you this much. No bloody ale can of a union secretary is going to lay down the law to me as to how many apprentices I can take on and no tells. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that.
what's up, Mr. Lindley?
What do you mean, what's up?
Well, you look scared or something.
I'm scared of nobody in this town.
They're not after you again, are they?
They're always after me. Too good they've had to be up here. But they'll not stop me. So while we've got breath in your body, you want.
They ain't killed anybody as I know about.
Not yet, Gavin. Hey, what's happening up the young corner behind you?
You men, why?
One minute, come to me line her after.
Aye. What about him?
No. Not at all. Only walk this way a bit, will you? Till we get to any more of a crowd line.
Aye, you like Mr. Lindley. Only you know what you were saying about the union.
Keep it quiet a bit, will you, lad? Think of subject.
Where do you reckon he's going now? I reckon the store for the go for a drink. Time we did it. Look, there's been so too. There's too many folk about. We don't do it today, I mean, not more to do with it. Oh what? You can afford to pass £7 any day of the week, can't you? Why, it's 6 weeks we've been following them. They follow Sheffield. It cost me more than 7 quid in shoe leather. I'm very near to go what it's all about. You know what it's about, Lynn. It's obnoxious to trade.
a grand oil is that.
Eh?
That's it. It's a grand oil.
Oh, aye.
I know that I would have seen one. With some big ones out of it and an old.
Have you?
I have an old. Hey,
What?
it's a nicer oil than what they're digging in next street.
Is it?
Oh my. Cleaner, straighter line, if you knows what I mean. Like a good, clean oil.
Thanks very much.
You don't mind me watching you, do you?
It's all same to me, Dad.
No, well, this summer's done and this summer's done. Now me, I get used to mine. See, oils will be lying. Neither me of it. But say, what's it like, what's it for? I mean, an oil is an oil, and nobody appreciates that more than what I do. But what are they digging all these oils for up and down the street? I mean, what's that going to put in it?
Gas.
Gas? I told you it was nice to eat. Because that's lovely. See my time, I turned down the nose. Gas, eh? Still I considered it a no. Gas.
Not me, Dad. I just dig holes.
Aye, well, it's a wonderful thing, you know, with gas. All them pipes ramificating, all of them.
Me what?
They ramificate.
Oh, I shouldn't have thought it could.
All of them. Never thought what it would be like, all them pipes.
No, I can't say I have.
I have. Start. There's only me to it. Gone to all sorts of little joints and junctions. Bigger and bigger as it went further up to the dance, or the foot down the pool. Running down it, running down it, running down it. And all of a sudden, you've been there. Well, it's just over, of course. All ships and cars, and I've been in a setting. It's a wonderful thing, isn't it? Hello! I'm coming. Well, so then, it's very interesting talking to you. Very interesting indeed. Hey, Dad! Yes, sir. Is there booze around here, sir? Aye, private
Go on, rather quicker.
But what if Bowman comes?
He'll more than likely be there himself. Go on.
Right, this'll be it.
Are you sure?
Found the street, isn't it?
Oh, well, I think so.
Well then, come on. Let's fill it in.
I don't know, though. Looks like one of ours.
Get away. The holes ain't the same as ours.
Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure. A united hole is superior altogether to what theirs is. There's something about it. There is nought about it.
I don't know, though. It's not a bad hole, you know.
It's a rock hole. Look at its bottom. Would you own up to a bottom like that?
Well, no, I wouldn't. No. Oh, look at those sides. Oh, look at those sides. Now, wouldn't you say them George Tinkler's hands?
That? Look, George never hears you say that to one of his sides. He's blackjack.
It's not alike, you know.
Sides, bottom, lip, and all. It's a consumer hole ever has sold. Come on, let's go get it all. We'll be there.
Hey! Okay, sharp, aren't you?
You are.
That's right, you've been sharp.
Sharp over what? What's up with him?
He is what they call senile. My granddad saved only to keep him locked up.
You don't miss much, do you?
No, when it's a quiet street, you don't get much excitement over here.
see as a consumer all, and we're united then us.
I don't know where to say, I said to where
What
they
the
say.
bloody hell's it got to do with these any-roll? Eh? You get me rice pudding and mind your own bloody business.
Same. Some fun went further up from that.
You daft old devil! Go on, get inside, you bloody round the body!
Eh? What? I wonder if you are. What? Bigger than us? Nah, there's some damn fucking they do. Talking to me?
Well, I'm not talking to the bloody shovel, am I? What do you think you're on, eh?
What do you mean, what you think I'm on?
What about this here all?
What about it?
I know well enough what about it. Well, that can just open it up again, that's what.
Oh, I can I?
That can that, or I'll open thee up. Now that there is some fun, I'll tell you.
Listen, I'll tell you something. If I did dig it out again for you, it'd damn sight better than Red Fort.
Now what?
I'm telling you, I wouldn't be found dead in a hole like that.
What? Cheeky? Well, then, let him have it. Give
Go
some. Come on now, mistresses, so there it. Done. Up you right there. Up you right there.
Well, how goes the great work, my lads?
Piss off!
their mineral blood money. But I don't blame them as much as them that set someone to do it. Like a bloody hypocrite in Carver Street.
Who's that? You mean Mr. Boardhead?
Who else would I mean?
I don't know. I'm not in the trade.
I know it's alright. So does everybody. But they keep their mouths shut.
Well, not everybody goes looking for trouble either.
Do I look for trouble then?
I don't know. They seem to have an unfortunate habit of tagging on after you.
Look, all I wanted to do is to let me go down my own road. I'm not looking for trouble. All I wanted to do is stop bloody interfering and let me carry on my own way.
I know it's hard, because if you're going to have unions, you've got to have everybody keeping to the rules.
But what if you don't agree with our rules? It's a start then.
Well, you've got to give a bit now for the good of everybody. Unions do good, you know.
Never a note for me. Never had a penny out of box in my life.
All the same, there's plenty who'll be starving now if it weren't for the union box.
Alright. So they look after them right good enough to look after themselves. And they stand up to masters now they do. I'm not saying they don't. But it don't give them no right to act like the great God Almighty to it. Like old Smeagol yonder.
Well, I don't agree with everything they do. Once the Lords have recognised the existence of unions, it's not surprising that they make their own rules.
Listen, I'll tell you something.
Come on, Davy, hurry up. Why, look who's here.
Huh?
It isn't Mr. Lindley.
Ah, the fair Mrs. Brown. Mr. Brown? When? How's about that drink, eh?
Never say no, Mr. Lindley. I'll have 4 cups.
Did you? Eh? Oh, no. No, thank you. I just want a word with, excuse me. What have I done wrong now?
Oh, take no notice of him. Give him one of his own.
That's it. There again, Ruby, and a large throat for the lady, please. Doing this bad, then?
I'm sure I don't know just how many houses know of their mind. You don't seem to do so badly.
Do I need to listen? Don't think you're emigrating yet, anyway.
Plenty over here giving it very serious consideration lately.
What does folks will emigrate for any road?
Opportunities over in America.
I've all the opportunities I want. Over here, thank you. Yeah,
All men free and equal, they say.
free enough on this side of the Atlantic if you ask me.
There's opportunities, I know. There's free education and democracy, more than we've got over here. But it's big trouble brewing up over yonder. Especially if there'll be a war soon.
Well, if you're going to talk politics, I might as well go back and find my husband. Thanks for the drink, Mr. Lindley.
Stay and have another.
Instead, not with anyone of his room. Jealous, you know. There's jealous. Enjoy yourself.
She's gone.
Aye. He's talking to Flintoff. Look. He knows it's safe for us as a port captain. Look, he's Flintoff. He's getting easy, just there in his shoulder. Somebody else might be Flintoff. You can't miss him now. Which road? The road down the ocean. You get through deep drop. Are you going to do him or what? It's too risky. You don't do him now, I'll do you. Get him! Get him now!
notice.
Get him!
Obviously, Ned. Come on, for Christ's sake. I think I'm killed. Christ's sake, run!
We're only Sheffield workmen and we don't want to kill, but we have wives and children and they are meant to kill. The Royal and the Royal Johnny's family are the street, and their recreation the Sheffield grinders meet. They'll roll their boat, their lever, and whatever duty fell. You could be sure the roadmen would serve his union well. We're only Sheffield workmen and we don't want to kill, but we have wives and children and they have things to do. It was a time of hardship when jobs were very few, and when a man was out of work the profits going through. We're only Sheffield workmen and we don't want to kill, but we have wives and children and they have things to do. He was a grinder who ground inferior stores. He undercut the properties and broke the union laws. He had too many apprentices, and when they learned their trade, he turned them out and left them to live off union aid. We're only Sheffield workmen and we don't want to kill, but we have wives and children and they have things to fill. He got a holy letter, it was signed by Mary Ann, with Robert 82 and he never gave a damn. We're only Sheffield workmen and we don't want to kill, but we have wives and children and they have things to fill. We'll probably send for Howland and send for cooks also, to out of work so grinders they knew what they must do. These men began to follow wherever Linley fled. They caught him in a tavern and shot him in the head. We're only Sheffield workmen and we don't want to kill, but we have wives and children, and they have bellies to fill.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you anyway?
Oh, I'm as well as can be expected.
Here. Mene, you want to turn your back on him a bit oftener?
Oh, he's not so bad. He turns his wages over regular, I'll say that.
Oh, it?
Well, most of what's left when he's paid his union nappy.
How do you know? How do you know what he gets? Has he ever told you?
I wouldn't ask him. It's a man's privilege.
Oh, well, they all say that.
Well, it is. I wouldn't think so much of a man has told his wife everything.
So, when's it due?
November, I think.
Well, don't you know?
Oh, I've never been so good at regular.
Yeah, and talk about giving women votes.
No.
Well, some sort of think it's time everybody voted. Women and all.
Oh, I don't think we'd ever do that. I wouldn't like it anyway. I'd rather leave it to Walter.
Ah, well, I think it's time women took on these things. Things could be a lot different if it were.
Right. And what would you do?
Well, I'd shut off at alehouses for a start, because that's where most of the brats go.
Oh, I don't know. It's dry work. I think a man's entitled.
Hey, a man's entitled to put plenty in his kids' bellies before he fills his own with liquor. I've no patience with him. And I'd stop all his union capering and all. Your Walter's union's on strike now, sport grinders, and they're fetching extra police in. If we haven't got enough already, like a bloody school kid.
Well, Walter says that the union has been the salvation of the working man.
What? Salvation? Well, if he thinks that blowing up folks at middle at night and tracking them down and shooting them like animals is salvation, he's got a funny idea of being saved, that's all I think.
Why? Who's been shot?
Oh, how do I know? Dingley or Linley or something. If we're all independent, we'll be shot in any minute. Because he wouldn't look longer to union men.
Oh, I thought that chap Brown was it.
No, it's only police who think so. Everybody else knows union are at back on it. That's their road of doing things. They make me sick.
Oh, I don't know anything about them things, and I don't want to know.
I'd rather leave it to Walter. So, how many's that you've got now then?
What? Ben? Oh, this is only my third. You lost the first to recruit.
Oh, well, never mind, look. You've plenty of time yet. Just leave it to Walter.
You by yourself?
Yes?
Where's Alan?
Outside.
Oh.
I reckon you know what we've come for.
Yes. It went all right then.
We did what we agreed we would do. What's this?
£12.
Well, we'll have 15 for this job.
Well,
What up is a 3?
what about the other three? Alan's already had the other three.
He had the other 3 to buy a pistol with it we never used. Here's my home and my ankle.
I don't see this having any business of mine, sir.
It could be if anything happens to him.
Oh,
Lynn is that bad?
how bad?
I don't know, bad enough. I've got him in head.
Whereabouts in Ed?
Just here in Temple. I didn't say he was in head. I swear I didn't, but he moved. I aimed at his shoulder like to stop him working, to maim him like you said, but he moved.
I see. But he's not died yet, has he?
Not yet. Oh, thank God he doesn't.
We'll just have to wait and see, won't we? Now, is there hotels?
Well, there's
What?
the other £3.
I should take you 12, Sam. Is all we can pay. Sam, I think it might be best if you weren't seen around here for a bit. Not for a bit, any road. Tell Alan.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my very willing duty today, and I might say my great pleasure, to be publicly called upon to acknowledge the esteem in which we hold for one of the better known of our citizens. I have here in my hand a very handsome address drawn up by Mr. Drumfield. And before presenting it to the worthy recipient, I'd like to read it to you. We, the undersigned, having read in the columns of the Sheffield and Rotherham Independent newspaper your temperate, yet firm and unflinching defence of well-regulated trade unions in answer to Sheffield, Bolton and others, take this opportunity of expressing our sincere gratification to you in having so ably placed before the public the benefit of such unions as properly conducted, alike for the employers and the employed. With every sincere wish that you and yours may live long to enjoy the esteem and confidence so honourably and so fearlessly earned, make respectfully to subscribe our names. And it is signed, ladies and gentlemen, by some 11 secretaries of trade unions in this town. I should like to add that the presentation of such an address is alike honourable to the recipient and creditable to the trade. It does not fall to the lot of many to receive from his fellow townsmen such a united expression of esteem that categorises this address. It shows, if I may quote, honour and shame from no condition rise. Act well your part therein the honour lies. Mr. Doris, I take great pleasure in presenting you once again.
Mr. Mayor,
gentlemen, brothers, may I express my high appreciation for the honour you do me in presenting me with this handsome address. I am not a controversially minded man by nature. But I must say that the slanderous imputations which are all too often these days cast upon the trade unions do no less than to make my blood boil. So much so that I have felt bound to defend them to the best of my humble ability, which, I must say, friends, has here been much overrated. By far. I have been a trade unionist, gentlemen, in my cradle. And I'm probably looked upon by some as a very terrible character simply for that reason. Well, I will not at this time in this assembly attempt to defend my character. But I will go so far as to say this. I can assure you, Mr. Mayor, ladies, gentlemen, and I say this publicly, and for the benefit of any who may be listening, I would not do a dishonourable action. No, not even to save my life.
I'll just mark it out. I think that should do for now.
Oh, plenty.
Now remember what Mr. Flintoff told us.
What?
What about them other lot? If United Company's navvies turns up, there's to be no unpleasantness like there was last time.
I didn't start it, you know.
It doesn't matter who started it. It's a very painful incident, Mr. Flintoff said, and it's not to happen again.
Well, what was supposed to do then? Did you turn up?
We have to be polite to them.
Eh?
He said we have to be polite to them. We're not to aggravate them. We do our job and let them do theirs.
Oh, I see.
Why, here they come. Now, don't forget what Mr. Flintoff said. Don't aggravate them. Afternoon!
Aye, aye.
Quite a good day for digging.
Pardon?
I say it's quite a good day for digging.
Oh, aye. Very nice.
Town's been very quiet lately. Very quiet, aye. Not much doing. Oh, let me see now. There hasn't been a horrible outrage for a couple of weeks now. I bet they're going to stop then. You know. Who? You what?
Who is?
Why? Queen and them. Government.
Queen's not interested in us. That's it.
What?
Well, you know your shovels anyway. Put straight on it. Save your bending.
Oh, I will do that. Happen I can do the same for me.
Thanks very much.
It'll not be the same though. What'll not? Well, when they stop blowing each other up. Newspapers will not be worth getting.
I don't know.
What?
Stop him. We've had him as long as I can remember. I mean, Sheffield just wouldn't be Sheffield without its shocking horrible, aren't they?
Some folk think now about only interfering with another man's pleasure. We're running out of muck.
Aye. I'll get him with a shovel full. And one for thee too. Might as well earn our wages.
They reckon they will stop them though. That's why they're having this inquest.
Why? Who's dead?
No one's dead. The masters want them to come up from London to have an inquiry as to what's happening here in Sheffield.
Well, if they do, I reckon they'll turn up a lot more muck than we have this afternoon. What's up?
That's the post before he mucked on my shovel, not all of the mead I know.
Oh, sorry.
That's done it again.
I haven't.
I did it on purpose.
It wasn't on purpose.
Well, that was.
Right. If that's the road you want it.
What? You! What was that doing?
Ah, you mucky devil!
Gentlemen, please, consider the dignity of labour. We'll have the police, the whole town about it. Can I offer any of you a drink?
Who said drink?
Well, there must be an ale house about here somewhere. You may knock off for a few minutes. I'll see that your refreshment is paid for.
Well, happen they won't pay you round here unless you pay on nail.
Ah, in that case, I'd
Thank you very much, sir. You're very good help.
Ah, yes. Well, I suppose I can stand you around without being accused of bribing rival employees.
Were those our men, Mr. Flintoff?
Yes, and no, that is some were and some weren't. Mr. Einstein, I'm afraid this business is getting out of hand.
Oh, nonsense, sir. Teething troubles, that's all they are. Teething troubles. I've often remarked that philanthropic work of any kind is peculiarly prone to teething troubles. We shall win through, Mr. Flintoff, and the unfortunate poor of Sheffield will bless our names.
What's all this muck on my doorstep?
I beg your pardon.
I heard you, you know.
Oh, there must be some mistake.
I heard you laking about his muck and using language at your age, you know. I heard you, I don't think I didn't.
If you're suggesting that Mr. Flintoff and I will...
Well, you can just get it swept up again, Claire, haven't you? I've only hoisted on that check this morning, and now look at it.
But my woman...
I'm not having any argy-bargy about it. Here. You can just get it swept up again.
Well, if that virago seriously imagines for one moment that I, a town councillor, and you, a company secretary, will start sweeping up from...
And if it happens again, you'll get a bucket of slops on you.
There, you see, Mr. Flintoff, there's no limit to the ungratefulness of the common people.
I
You
sometimes...
slave to bring them the benefits of modern progress, and what do you get in return? Vulgarity.
Yes, I sometimes wonder if they want gas.
Want it? Of course they don't want it. They don't want education. They don't want religion. They don't want the Mechanics' Institute. They don't want morality and decency. But, by Joshua, they shall have all these things if I have to ram it down their throats. And by Joshua, they shall have gas. Take off your coat.
My coat.
Well, you can't do your trench in a frock coat, can you?
Well,
Come on, man, off with it.
Mr. Ironside, I think it's about time we began to face facts.
Facts? The only facts that I'm concerned with is that gas needs pipes and pipes need ditches. Come on, what are you waiting for?
But we cannot continue much longer without parliamentary sanction. We are not legal, Mr. Ironside. The old company can frustrate everything that we do.
The old company's a donkey, and it needs walloping, and it will be walloped if I've got anything to do with it.
I think it is we who are being walloped, not they. If we dig trenches, they fill them in. If we lay pipes, they sabotage them with tunnels and cellars and blame us for the explosion. Without lawsuits, hostility from magistrates, and the roof of the retort house falling in.
Trivia, my dear sir. Negligible trivia.
But the law!
Oh, where would our great trade union movement be if it waited for the law? Where will the Sheffield Consumers Gas Company be if it waits for the law?
Here, it's like them in today's placard. Look, look here. New gas company, order to amalgamate.
Order to what?
Amalgamate, it means like merge.
Yes, I know what it means, Dad. Give me that paper.
Get ready.
Parliamentary Committee today decided that the only satisfactory solution to the new gas company's difficulties would be an immediate cessation of its trading activities and an early amalgamation with the existing United Gas Company. Amalgamation, Mr. Flintoff. Amalgamation.
Yes, Mr. Einstein.
Mr. Flintoff, my coat. Mr. Flintoff, this is my last and final attempt to bring the benefits of modern progress to the people of Sheffield. They do not deserve it.
Can you smell gas?
No, madam. Gas is a subject in which I no longer have the slightest bit of interest.
Well, it can't be trains, because there is none.
Ah, well, that doesn't surprise me. No trains? Of any kind?
You don't think corporations have put trains in round here, do you?
Disgraceful. What kind of sanitary arrangements exist in your house? Do you have a closet?
Oh, hi. You can come through and use it.
No. I really wish to know what type it is.
We've admitted, same as everybody else.
That's what I thought. Mr. Flintoff, there is a fundamental answer to the moral and social ills of this town. Why didn't I see it before? Of course. Sewerage, Mr. Flintoff. Sewerage. Now, I have a plan. Mr. Flintoff, wait. Mr. Flintoff! Mr. Flintoff!
Yes, Sam. You know, there's a great deal of truth to be found in the works of the bard.
Who?
The bard. William Shakespeare. There is a tide in the affairs of man, he says, which taken at the flood leads on to fortune. That's what I've always done. Taking it at the flood. Act when the time is right. He's right, you know.
Was it about John Helliwell?
What's that you say, Sam?
I say it was about John Helliwell that she wanted to see me, because we have been after him. But
Well,
it was
leave him be.
What?
Leave him be. Something more important has cropped up, and I'd like you and Alan to attend to it.
What's that?
Wheatman and Smith. You know their works, do you?
I know what it is. It's Kelham Island, isn't it?
Yes.
Well,
Wheatman Smiths have just had machinery put in.
what sort of machine?
Branded straight saws. There's over 50 skilled saw grinders out to work this minute living on Union Box. Wheatman Smiths two machines will be 30 more on them. All the time to it is now. Ready to mark.
You wanted to buy gunpowder, I dare say.
We'll buy plenty.
What do you do? Go for the chimney?
Well, that's up to you, Sam. I never interfere with the details. Just so long as Messrs. Wheatman and Smith know that we mean business, that's all.
It'll not be easy, Mr. Broden.
Justice never is easy, Sam. That's what it is, justice. Whether the law thinks so or not.
I mean, it'll not be an easy job getting in. What are we to have for it?
Dare say the funds can stretch as far as £15. If you'll take it in instalments. The down contribution is already being laid off.
Hotel hall tonight.
Ah, you see him. I'd rather deal with you than him.
Right. Hotels and stuff.
No, I don't think so. Only mind how you go. I wouldn't want to see you hoist with your own petard, as the poet puts it.
With me what?
Your own bottle of gunpowder.
I'll watch it. Good night, Mr. Broden.
Good night, Sam. And shall go hard, but I shall delve 1 yard below their minds and blow them at the moon.
Aye, the frost is about as changing here as it is outside. What's up, you only morning or something?
Aye, we're all morning for thee.
Me? Nowhere near there yet. Not as I know, haven't you, Owen?
Well, it's about time somebody told me then.
Derek, what's that?
It looks like. Look, behind.
Don't save me near that.
Eh?
Don't save me here. Don't sit that.
Oh, something waking up, damn it. Never against it. I'll must be good for ages.
Say no, not. Don't save me now.
You'll be generation. As a sport on a picture.
Ah, come in, that's all right.
My name is Polly Parker, after all from Barnsley. His father and mother worked in the coal mine. Our family's large, we have got 7 children, so I am obliged to work in the same line. But this is my fortune, I know you'll be sorry that in such employment my days I must patience may come to pass, and my friends here I know, to him will recommend me, and I'll be no longer a poor carrier.
And now I'll give you one.
What have we done to thee?
I can do all when I've had a few.
That can't even sing God Save the Queen.
You can't. God save our great.
Somebody take him out! Somebody take him out!
Hey, come on. God save great Thomas Paine. Come on.
Remember your two now? We all what took that ditch in front of our house, and then someone else came and filled it in.
All right, you don't tell everybody.
All digging trade then.
I don't know, I packed it in.
Nick, didn't they pay me well enough?
Ah, they paid me all right, but every time I dig an hole, I get clubbers. There's not much future in it, is there?
Who's winning then? Two nights or not consuming?
I don't know. The girls will blow each other up for all I care. Oh, good to bloody hell, they must have heard me.
Well, he sounds like another gas main gone up.
Nay, they'll not be working at this time, and in this bus. It's somewhat bigger nor a gas main.
Not too far yonder, out to the side of the canal.
Did you hear it, did you?
Aye, what for it?
We read this, it blown up.
Blown up.
I ran up and said we're an old and chimney from down like a pack of cards. This one ever blown.
Somebody hurt.
Now I've got a few broken windows. Here. Who sucked my ale?
Eh?
Look what the best part about pint there.
That neighbour him what blew the chimney down. Stay happy for him what.
You see all them coppers?
What coffee?
Just stood some of those extras off Sheffield for strike. About 2 dozen of them, all going like this.
time to wait, and all two does not and pulled their watches out.
That's a bigger liar than something else.
It's right, I says. And I says to one of them, what are you lot doing out this time of night? And one of them says, we've been sent to keep the strikers down.
We've been sent to Sheffield town, sent to keep the strikers down. We've been sent to Sheffield town. Very many fun we got there. Met with a band in Paradise Square. We've been sent to Sheffield town. We've got to guard the workshop day and night. Our chief constable says it's right. We've been sent to Sheffield town. Let Sheffield workmen do what he can. The constable can't be a union man. We've been sent to Sheffield town.
God save great Thomas Paine, his rights of man to explain to every soul.
We've been sent to Sheffield town.
He makes the
Sent to keep the strikers down. We've been sent to Sheffield town. Very many husbands we got there. Met with the band in Paradise Square. We've been sent to Sheffield town.
Thousands by church and king, that well deserve to swing. All must
We've been sent to Sheffield town. Sent to keep the strikers down.
Manchester do the same.
We got to have workshops there and night. Starting those who says it's right. We've been sent to Sheffield town.
Why should despotic pride usurp on every side?
Let us be
We've
free.
been sent to Sheffield town.
And freedom's
Sent to keep the strikers down. We've been sent to Sheffield town.
efforts bless.
Let's get to work and do what he can. The constable can't be a union man. We've been sent to Sheffield town. Fair and square! All you good-wing heroes, whosoe'er you be, oh, you what works at black-back knives, come listen unto me. A basketful for a shilling, to make 'em we are willing. For our packs and spotted heads, we daily mun be selling. Or swap 'em for red herrings, our bellies to be filling.
Hello, love. Hello. Oh, I see you've had it then.
Aye, a little lad this time.
Oh, another belly to fill, eh?
That might be your way of looking at it. Me and Walter don't see it that way. It's welcome.
Oh, aye. You're looking peaky. Are you alright, Tiger?
We manage it.
No, well, I know what that means. Has your Walter been laid off?
He's off sick with his chest.
Chester. How old is he now?
It's nearly 3
No, Walter.
Oh, it'll be 25 come with Tuesday. Why?
Oh, well, he'll be alright then. Here's another 5 years working him yet at that rate.
What do you mean 5 years?
Well, that's what they reckon. Pork grinders snuffs it at 30. Saw grinders at 38. But a drunken grinder lives longest, because he doesn't work as long as his trade as a steady man does.
It's going to summer when their only choice is between ale house and cemetery.
Well, that's what it says.
Well, I don't believe it.
And you, they're only going on average. I shouldn't take it as gospel or think because your Walter's on his way out.
Thanks for railroad, I'm sure.
I believe in facing facts.
Aye, there's one thing faithful and there's another thing asking him to come in for the tea. Any more tidbits in that paper of yours that might cheer me up?
You know that fella died, don't you?
Thought there'd be summer.
That chap, which chap? Lindley. He was shot up in Scotland Street, don't you remember?
Oh, but that's 6 months
Oh, I
in.
know. But you know he's lingered ever since he was shot.
Poor thing.
Not as anybody likes him, you know. But he's shocking also. And they haven't found out to this day who did it.
Poor thing.
But somebody knows, you know. You mark my words, somebody knows.
Hiya, papers! Really done any murder? Hiya, papers! Oh, it's the front! Hiya, paper! Really done any murder?
The jury, after careful consideration, returned a verdict of willful murder by some person or persons unknown.
Murder?
By murder.
It weren't murder. It were accidental. Not that I meant to kill him. We none of us meant to kill him. But we did kill him. How could they call it murder when it weren't?
The law says it is. If they find out, it's a hanging job.
I'm not saying out to nobody. I swear to you, Sam, I'm not saying out to no one.
That doesn't need to do no swearing, because if they do find out, it's near him as well as me.
Eh?
Accessories, you're both accessories. So we don't need no oaths, because we're all in the same boat. We just have to trust rule it, because that's all we can do, isn't it?
I reckon so. I know one thing, though. The last time before I'm not going to be for any more old jobs.
Doesn't know what they'll do when they're belly driving into it.
Let me introduce a fella, la-di-da.
A fella who's a sweller, la-di-da.
No limited is screw yet, the weakest brother's through it.
And he knows a way to do it, la-di-da.
Yes, he knows the way to do the la-di-da. Wears a penny flower in his coat,
And a penny paper collar and his throwing.
In his hand a penny stick, in his mouth a penny stick.
And a penny in his pocket, la-di-da. And a penny in his pocket, la-di-da. La-di-da. La-di-da.
Yes, he knows the way to do the la-di-da.
He wears a penny flower in his coat. And a penny paper collar round his throat.
In his hand a penny stick, in his mouth a penny quick.
And a penny in his pocket, la-di-da. And a penny in his pocket, la-di-da.
Now then,
Mr. Taylor.
aye, Josiah Taylor. Everybody knows Josiah Taylor. From insurance, are you?
No, I'm afraid not.
Oh, this is expecting a bit of a payout now, for the sister wants that done.
No, I'm sorry.
It's all right, she was only but woman. Now what is it they can do for me?
Perhaps I'd better introduce myself, Mr. Ted. My name is Lane. William Lane. I am the new editor of the Sheffield Telegraph.
Aye, well, we've considered taking it regular, like, but as I says to her, there's never that much in it to justify things.
No, I'm afraid you misunderstand my intention, Mr. Ted. I'm not here to sell you the newspaper. I just want to talk to you, that's all.
Oh, only as anybody that comes asking after you these days, it's usually money that you're after.
Quite true, Mr. Ted. But I want to talk to you, you see. I am new to the town, and there is much about it I still have to learn. So I have come to you, Mr. Taylor, because I am told there are very few things that have happened in recent years that you do not know about.
Aye, well, I've lived here a long time, and I've kept the eyes and ears open. What is it you want to know?
Well, one of the things that interests me are these so-called outrages.
Don't you need your old newspaper then, Mr. Lane?
A good point, Mr. Taylor. Yes, of course, we have a good deal of material on the Telegraph file. But I want to speak to men like yourself, men who have lived through these times.
I've lived through them, all right. I don't say that I can tell you anything that you don't know already.
One of the things that interests me, Mr. Taylor, is why these outrages have been allowed to continue for so long.
Aye, well, it's the living, you see.
They're living.
Aye, the treating men, treating to the living, and treating to the life, if it comes to that.
But it amounts to a reign of terror, Mr. Taylor. Do none of these men dare to stand up in court and name the perpetrators of these attacks?
Not while trade unions is a bad smell as that's run the country the way. Trade matters is trade matters, and they're not state.
But look at the record over the past 10 years, Mr. Taylor. Elisha Parker, whose house was blown up. He was shot at. James Linney was shot at. Attacked with gunpowder. Tracked down and killed. Samuel Baxter blown up. Joseph Helliwell blown up and blinded. Joseph Wilson. John Helliwell. George Wasley. Samuel Sutcliffe. All victims of personal attack. Some 40 or 50 cases of violence against the person.
I don't have to tell me, Mr. Lane. I remember them all.
Out of all these cases, Mr. Taylor, not one man has dared to stand up in court and name the perpetrators of these attacks.
Not one trade union is a bad smell as that run country the way. Trade matters is trade matters, Mr. Lane.
Mr. Taylor, have you ever heard the expression, old Smeaton?
I've never heard it. Aye.
Can you tell me what it means?
Well, it's like a nickname, I see. It means old smiter, old hit and hard.
Old hit them hard. And do you know a man of that name, or of that nickname?
Nobody in particular, Mr. Lane. No, I'm sorry, I don't know who to mean when they say old smiter. I'm sorry, Mr. Lane, no.
As you say, Mr. Taylor, frightened men.
Aye.
Well, I thank you for your time, Mr. Taylor. You've been very courteous and very patient. Allow me to buy you a drink.
That's very civil of you, I'm sure. Good day to you, sir.
Good day, Mr. Taylor.
Mr. Lane. There's a fella that wears a silver eyeglass. Now he can hit hard sometimes.
Thank you, Mr. Taylor.
You wish to see me, sir?
Good evening, Mr. Broadhead. My name is Lane. William Lane. I'm the new editor of the Sheffield Telegraph.
Indeed. A fine, outspoken paper, if I may say so.
Thank you, Mr. Broadhead. Very good of you to see me, especially after working hours. I feel it incumbent upon myself to meet as many of the outstanding people of the town as I can. I'm not taking up your time, I hope.
No. I have a few small matters of correspondence to attend to, but they can wait.
Very kind of you. As secretary of a large union, you must be a very busy man.
Work that I am proud to do, Mr. Lane. It is an honour rather than a duty to serve one's fellow men in whatever capacity.
I'm sure you're right. It's the saw grinders union, is it not?
Yes, sir, the saw grinders, which includes the allied unions and the saw makers and the saw handle makers. It is a position of some responsibility. And as me, as I say, one of honour.
Honour and shame. No, forgive me, I was quoting.
Ah,
Honour and shame from no condition rise. How does it go?
act well your part. Therein the honour lies.
Act well your part. Mr. Broadhead, it must be a source of some great concern to you that an organisation such as yours should attract so much unfortunate publicity from time to time.
I'm not quite sure I follow you, sir. What unfortunate publicity?
Well, I refer to these outrages within the trade which seem to
Pardon
have...
me, sir, but very few of those incidences of outrage have been proved to be connected with the trade.
Well then, imputed to the trade, shall we say.
Ah, imputed. Now that is a very different matter. It is the imputation which causes me concern, and which causes concern to every upright citizen of this town. Have not the letters I have published in your journal testified to my concern? Have not I and the officials of my union offered rewards of up to £50 to any man who will come forward with information as to the instigators of these acts of outrage? You may rest assured, sir, that I am very concerned.
Well, I'm glad to hear it, Mr. Broadhead. I take it then you would not be averse to an official inquiry into these matters.
Inquiry?
Well, to clear up the good name of the union. It is my intention to conduct a campaign through the columns of my newspaper to influence Parliament to institute an investigation into these affairs.
Indeed, Mr. Legg. And do you think you will succeed?
Well, I'm quite confident of it, Mr. Broadhead. I think the time has come when public opinion will compel the government to do something about it.
I see.
I take it then you would not be averse to such an inquiry?
So far from being averse to it, I should welcome it. These acts of violence and outrage have for too long brought shame on the fair name of Sheffield. I wish you every success, sir.
Good night, Mr. Broadhead.
Good night, sir.
Who's that has just went out?
Him, just a busybody, Sam. Thinks he can walk into a town and turn it upside down in 2 minutes. He'll learn. No to pound him. I'll wait here a minute, Sam. Now then, Sam, you've been drinking.
I've had a few. How good is that?
Well, I'm a bit worried about Bernie off. I've had representations about him. Devers thinks something should be done at him to stop him working.
He's in Bush's wheel, isn't he?
Yes.
We can't run him in here. There's no road into the place. It's like Wakefield jail.
Well, we should just have to think of something else then, shan't we?
Where does he live?
Just a minute. Hereford Street, I think. Yes.
Has he got any family?
Family? Yes, I think so. Wife, daughter, couple of lads, I think.
Why?
No, tell me.
Only what?
I don't like doing something with his children involved.
Well, I don't see us with any other road except...
I'm not using a gun. Don't have to learn.
To you.
Right, it's always up to me, isn't it? I need a couple of pounds for gunpowder.
We have right on our side, Sam. Always remember that. We have right on our side.
Haven't we?
Honour and shame from no condition rise. Act well your part. Therein the honour lies.
People! Where are they? Elephant Street! Elephant Street! I won't be seen dead in Elephant Street! Say! Patrick were a gentleman, he came a decent thing. Bow! Ah. elephants in Ireland anymore. But St. Patrick had them all banned. He didn't always burn me. Hey, Lee! Come over here, lad. Come on, come over here. Does thou know where I live, eh? Does thou know where I live? Does I know where I live?
No, I don't.
Oh! There's a bugger if I do. Does I know what one elephant said to other elephants? He said, I don't know about thee, but I'm one elephant. Well, I don't think it's funny, do you, eh? No, well, I do anyway. His father were a mulligan, his sister were a Brady, his mother was a Milligan, and his wife was a widow Brady. Hey, what's some of this there, lad? Come on, get some stuff down. Come on, do something.
Come on, love. Calm down. Come on, it's all over now. Come on.
I can't, Tommy. I can't stop shivering. I can't get warm. I can't. You're all right. You're all right. There's not any hurt.
Mr. Fernie. Mr. Fernie, can you tell me exactly what happened?
Well, I don't really know. We were all in bed, all of us, asleep.
Well, how many of you were in the house?
There were me, my wife, 2 lads and our little lass. Kids have been sent next door to be cleaned up. Poor little devil, it's terrible for me. Terrible. But Dennis did it. They'll not get away with it this time. I don't care who they are.
Well, have you any idea who it was, Mr. Fernie?
I'll say what I have to say at the proper time. I'm leaving no news to you, not come on down.
Come on, man. This may be the chance to put an end to all this business.
What business?
To hold this shocking series of outrage. We're ready to fight the battle, Mr. Fernie, but we must have the facts. So you see, you know who did it. But do you have the proof? You have. What proof?
Threatening letters. Letters that said he'd blow up my house.
Well, have you still got them?
They're in front of the house. It says, if that's still there.
Come, show them to me.
Hold on a minute. Shut me door. I'm not a young man.
Forgive me, I've been thoughtful. Let me help you.
I'm all right.
Are you feeling a bit better now? I think so, but I'm not cold. I'm not cold. Come on, we'll go into our house. Where's Tommy? What are they doing with Tommy? He's all right. You're all right. Now come on. I'll take you into our house.
All right, well.
They're all here.
Hi there.
Now let's see. You say you know who wrote them?
It were him. Old Smeaton. Brody.
All of them. But they appear to be in different hands, though.
He could write in 2 or 3 different hands. I've seen him.
And these signatures. Mary Ann. Tantia Toby, what do they mean?
They mean him. Every man in trade knows they mean him. If you get a letter from Mary Ann, you know he's after you.
Well, the general tone is threatening, it's true, but... Wait a minute. There's a reference here to Lindley. What's that word? There.
Sorry, sir. I couldn't tell you. I'm no scholar.
You can't read.
No, sir. I had no proper schooling to speak of.
But you said you could recognise different sorts of hands.
Where the 2 lots of writing, they're in different hands, I can tell whether or not I can read them.
I see. Looks like Lindley's lead pill.
Aye, that's it. Talks about cat's foot and getting a dose of Lindley's lead pills.
Cat's foot.
It means next time you've done it proper. And the end.
Yes, I'm afraid you're right, Mr. Fernie. But that you are still alive, which is more than can be said for Lindley. But this is it, Mr. Fernion. This is certainly it. The beginning of the end for old Smeaton. And I think we're in time for today's edition.
To the editor of the Sheffield Telegraph. Dear Sir, the foul deed in Hereford Street adds to the fearful catalogue of such things which are disgracing the fair name of this increasing and prosperous town. All will join with me in condemning this foolishly insane and wicked practice. I am subscribing £5 for the discovery of the offender.
The Sheffield Telegraph, October the 22nd, 1866. Must the Hereford Street explosion be suffered to count as another evidence of the power of the terrorists? Another conclusive proof of the impotence of the law? Another victory achieved by the despotism of diablerie which has so long mocked at justice and trampled underfoot all received opinions of public and private right? Not so. Not so. The history of this town is too deeply stained already for that. The brand of Cain is imprinted upon it. We, who have been employed for some days in collecting evidence about the man, have no moral doubt the wellheads of these atrocities are to be traced by following up through all their windings the things that flow from them. Commerce. And we will pledge our reputation that if this work of tracing backwards is done by a commissioner, capital C, the revelations will be such as will startle the whole nation. The way to get at the Hereford Street savagery will be to go back beyond it by taking evidence on the various outrages which preceded it. Outrages enveloped in mystery at the time, but at this hour capable of being used as guiding links in one single, tangible, and curiously welded chain.
Sam, you wish to see me?
What's the commissioner talking about?
Did anybody see you come in here, Sam, did they?
I don't think so.
Only, as things are, I think it might be best if you weren't seen around here at all at present.
So there is something in it, is there?
Nothing you need worry about, nor me neither.
What can they do?
Told you, nothing to worry about. They'll ask a lot of people a lot of questions. Provided these people keep their trap shut and mind how much they tell them, it'll all blow over.
Aye, but will they? Will they keep their trap shut?
They will if they know what's good for them.
What about him?
Who?
Alan. I'm not so sure about him.
No, I've never been so sure about him. It's you that's generally wanted him with you on these jobs.
It's only because I know there's doubt he wouldn't do, but I never trusted him.
All right, I'll have a talk with him. Don't worry, Sam. He'll soon know what the position is when I've finished with him.
It's not the other things I'm bothered about. It's all in Lindley. We should never have done that, Mr. Broadhead. If anyone gets onto that...
He won't. Look, I'll tell you what it's about, this inquiry. It's about the trade. That's all. Just the trade. Oh, there'll be a certain amount of muck turned over, I dare say. We'll find out about a few cases of ratting and the odd clobbering in the back alley. But that's all.
You never know what they'll find out once they start. They're like bloody beagles once you get a hold of some of these lawyers.
Lawyers! Lawyers, is that what you're worried about? Listen, I may only be a working lad. Might never have been to Oxford and Cambridge and that.
that I'm a match for them. I'll make sure they get to know exactly how much I want them to know. We're on our own ground here, Sam. We can blind them with science.
Just hope we can, that's all.
I seem to think you forget sometimes, Sam, that I'm a big man in this town. And I'll be a big man when they've been and gone. Let's have a look at that paper. Guiding links in a curiously welded chain. I'll say one thing for our Mr. Lang, he has a nice turn of phrase. But I think you'll find that this chain's a bit too curiously welded for him to sort out. Or any like him. Here. Post that.
Victoria, by the grace of God of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland, Queen, Defender of the Faith, to our right trusty and well-beloved councillors, whereas it has been represented to us that it is expedient that inquiry should be made into several matters hereinafter mentioned. Now know ye that we, reposing great trust and confidence in your ability and discretion, have nominated, constituted, and appointed, and do by these presents constitute and appoint you to be our commissioners for the said inquiry. And we do hereby enjoin you, or any four of you, to inquire into and report on the organization and rules of trade unions and other associations, with the power to investigate any recent acts of intimidation, outrage, or wrong alleged to have been promoted, encouraged, or connived at by such trade unions or other associations, and also to suggest any improvements to be made in the law with respect to the relations aforesaid, or with respect to the relations between workmen and their employers for the mutual benefit of both parties. Given at our court of St. James, the 12th day of February, 1867, in the 13th year of our reign.
Hey, papers! Hey, Sheffield! Do you think that this is all been in Botanical Gardens? All been in Botanical Gardens? Hey, Sheffield! Oh, there!
Oh, weren't they my geraniums gorgeous, eh?
I like a nice geranium myself.
Cost a pretty penny, you know, how quiet that is.
I must say, it is very good of them, though, to open up the botanical gardens and let us have a look.
Oh, it is.
Isn't it exciting? Did you see the Duchess?
Ah, I did. I were a bit disappointed with her hat. Bit more fruit with her belt.
Fruit's dressy, I always think. I bet they only good do, though. The hours they said it lasted.
What?
The dinner line.
Well, that's wicked. How can anybody eat for 3 hours? Wait, it's wicked. There's no wonder there's all these radicals.
My Walter says there's going to be a revolution.
Oh, what does he know about it?
He's generally right, though. He said Prince Albert wouldn't live long, but he didn't.
Oh, look who's here. Dressed up to nines and all.
Hey, it's that Mrs. Brown.
Oh, it's lovely up here. It reminds me of when we were kids and we used to have picnics at Brightside.
Aye, you live well know we a picnic at side of steam, Anna.
Did, Dickie? It were all fields then, you know.
Aye, fields and porches.
And why not? You'd have gone short of many a rabbit pie if it hadn't been for 1 or 2 posts like we mentioned.
Nag, nag, nag. You women have always got something to say.
Brother workmen, cease your labour, lay your plows and hammers by. Listen while a brother neighbour sings the cutler's destiny nigh. How upon a good Saint Monday, sitting by the smithy fire, telling what's been done on Sunday, we in cheerful mirth conspire. Soon I hear the trapdoor rise upon the ladder, stand me fly.
Damn thee, Jack, thou dust the eyes of valleys and plains rolling line. Here thou sits instead of working with the pitcher on the knee. Cast thee thou be always lurking, and I may slave myself for thee.
All you who by divine illusion matrimony never know cannot judge of my confusion, but faith with me must tell them true. For her bound to its past bearing, her looks full of foulest name, ranting, railing, tearing, swearing, hark her clapper rings again.
See thee look what stays on nothing, silly, what a pair of shoes. Down on petticoat, and rotten, they're all stitching new. Whilst rolled up with noise and racket, I'll swallow more than a skillet book. Damn it, take it, devil take it, it's better here than in the guts.
Now she speaks with motion quicker than my voice sickens a hiding pace. Throws a generous sparkling liquor with all her fury in me face. Me eyes me apron and me britches me, portrait sleeves are drenched with ale. Something bad, my dear, bewitches again to vex us with her tail.
Really, look here, all the forenoon thou's waste with the idle way. When is we going to get this hour done? The master wants them right away. You know I hate to drive and quarrels, but I'm neither sort nor tea or burly chat for steak I cannot, or never more thou lie with me.
Now once more joys me thinking, since our scoldings try me wide. The course is clear, let's have some drinking, and call to Joe will call us like. For her bound to cry upon us, shall we have pleasures dusky or no? We will good Saint Monday honour, when brawling wives shall be no more.
Good afternoon, Mr. Broadhead. A fine display in the gardens for the Duke of Norfolk, is it not?
Very fine. So I can't help thinking the money might not be better in the workers' pocket.
Spoken like a true radical.
Well, your campaign has achieved its object, it seems.
I take it you'll be attending the sessions of the Court of Inquiry?
I shall.
As part of the Trade Union Defence Committee, no doubt?
No, I'm not a member of that committee.
Oh, you surprise me.
But as secretary of an important union, I consider it my duty to be there and give what help I can.
Oh, quite. Quite. The Chief Constable tells me he has taken a great many depositions from a great number of witnesses. The inquiry will be a long one, some 2 or 3 weeks.
That's as it should be. It is important for the good name of the unions that the whole truth be told, provided it is the truth, Mr. Lang.
Well, why should it not be?
These are illiterate men, sir, for the most part. Well-meaning, but illiterate.
But surely they know truth from falsehood.
Yes, but authority confuses them. Words are very easily put into their mouths. As a journalist, you should know that, Mr. Lang.
Just exactly what are you trying to say, Mr. Broadhead?
I think it would be a great pity if the ultimate good of the working men of this town were to be jeopardized for the sake of a few days of sensation in the columns of a newspaper.
If you think for one moment, Mr. Broadhead, that I would do anything like
I think, Mr. Lang, I think we should both examine our motives. Now, I'm sure of mine. Are you of yours?
Good day, Mr. Broadhead.
Good day, sir. Mr. Broadhead, what are you doing here? I thought I told you to keep away.
He's done it.
What are you talking about?
Allenby's split.
What?
He's made a statement telling him everything.
Oh, telling you everything.
That newspaper fella for one.
Then?
Yes, Lang and Chief Constable Jackson. I told you he would.
Now, just a minute. Are you absolutely sure about this?
He's made a statement telling him everything.
Lots of men have been making statements. I told you. They'll find out a lot. I said they would. And most of it's trivial. He's rattling jobs and things like that. Everybody knows about them already. Now, are you sure about whether he's told them anything serious?
All I know is he's told them that's all, and little things lead to big things.
If you don't know what he's told them, then we're no worse off. Now,
you listen to me. A confession is only a confession. It doesn't prove anything. It can be made and it can be denied. Now I shall be in that courtroom every day. When his turn comes, I'll be watching him. I'll see he denies it. I'm not running up to anything with me watching him. Now you get back to your work, and remember, don't come near me again. And if anybody asks you, you know no, right?
Yes, Mr. Gordon.
Right then.
We are now in the 7th day of the inquiry, ladies and gentlemen. And we have heard a great deal of evidence from a great many witnesses. We still haven't got where to go. So I suggest we press forward without any undue delay. But first, I would remind the court of a very important point. The Act of Parliament, which enables us to compel witnesses to attend and compel them to give evidence to questions put to them by the court, also authorises us to issue them with a certificate of fact. I would stress this: holding this certificate, they cannot be proceeded against criminally, neither by the government nor by a private person for any act which they may have committed, provided that they make full and fair disclosure of all facts within their knowledge. Now, the holding of this certificate gives them complete and absolute indemnity at law. Please.
Hello, sir.
Now, you are James Hallam,
Yes?
and you were brought up as a saw grinder.
Yes.
When did you join the union?
When I was 21 years of age.
How old are you now?
29 years of age.
Do you know a firm called Wheatman and Smith?
Yes.
Was Wheatman and Smith had they a machine that in favour of trade?
Not that I know of.
Speak out.
Not that I know of.
Did you ever try to blow up Wheatman's premises?
No.
Did you ever be solicited to blow them up?
No.
Have you ever paid £15 to do business at Wheatman to blow them up?
No.
Did you ever try to put powder at the bottom of the chimney at Wheatman's?
No.
I suppose you are aware that if you commit perjury, besides penalty for that offence, you can be punished for what you've not done.
I'm perfectly aware of that.
Have you never said that you were hired or engaged to blow up Wheatman?
No.
You never said that you bought gunpowder and timber from Smith Hill?
No.
You never said that you went to the bottom of the engine house chimney at Wheatman and that it was so hot that you could not put it in?
No, I never said nothing about it.
Not say that
No.
and that on the following Saturday you went to Broadhead and he gave you £15?
No.
Is it true you have been personally interested in you not speak out? Is that what you're afraid of?
I'd rather go
afraid to tell the truth.
I'd rather go as we are doing.
Is it in consequence of no lawsuit? There's a file that prevents you from telling us about that is.
I cannot answer that question.
But you must answer that question.
Cannot answer that question.
If you do not, I will send you to prison.
I'd rather go there than tell you.
Why would you rather go there than tell me?
I do not like implicating another man.
I would have thought you to have very little scruple about that. Tell me the name of that other man.
I cannot.
If you do not, I will send you to prison. If you do not tell me the name of that other man, you shall forthwith go to prison.
I will not.
You will not.
No.
You know the name, but will not implicate him.
Yes.
Although Hallam, it is my duty to send you to Wakefield House of Correction for contempt of court, for refusing to answer a question which you are required by law to answer. You will go there and be kept there for a period of 6 weeks from this time. Remove the prisoner.
How long will it take me to be sent to Wakefield? How long? You'll get away with it, don't you, Fred? Like he always does.
Why didn't you speak out yesterday morning, Jem?
I don't know.
You made me look a bit silly, didn't you? All that confession I took down off of you, and then you wouldn't own up to it. What got into you?
I don't know.
Was it him?
Happened.
He's only a man, you know. He's not God.
He's brought me lunch to you. I went in there. I had every intention. And then I saw him sitting there, polished his bloody eyeglass. They're not sending him to Wakefield jail, will they? Oh no, not him. He'll kill me. He'll kill me if I tell anymore.
Look! There's no telling what will happen until his inquiry's over. Now listen, Jem. You know about your certificate, don't you?
Oh, I know.
With that certificate in your pocket, we can't prosecute you for anything. Not even Lindley.
No.
But, as things are at present, we can't give you that certificate. And without it, you're a dead man. Because we'll have you for Lindley now, and you'll hang, Jemmy. Make no mistake about it, you'll hang.
Oh, God. I wish I'd never seen him. I wish I'd never.
So, if I was you, I'd go back into that court and tell them.
I can't go in there with them all looking at me. And him looking at me.
You've got to go back, and you've got to tell them.
I can't do it.
Look, if we stood between you and him, could you say it then?
Hey?
If you couldn't see him, could you say it then?
I don't know.
If you couldn't see him, if you couldn't see his eyes,
Aye, it's his eyes.
I think you could. I think you'll have to, because they want you back.
What?
They want you back now.
Oh, God.
And this time you're going to tell them everything. Everything, mind. Now come on, they're waiting.
Jim Hallam, the last time you were here, you refused to tell us the name of the person who was with you on a certain occasion. You have come here again today. Are you now prepared to tell us who that person was?
Told 3 tons.
Are you now prepared to tell us who that person is?
Yes.
Who was that person?
Samuel Crooks.
When you were here last, I spoke about Wheatman's. Were you ever at Wheatman's?
Yes.
Did any person speak to you about going before you went?
Yes, Crooks.
What did he say to you?
He said we had a job to do there. Blow it up.
Did you buy powder and the bottle and the fuse?
Yes.
What did you do?
We went to Monday night to Even's.
When you got there, what did you do?
We put the bottle in the sock in the drain.
And when you put the bottle in the sock, what did you do with it?
I lit the fuse.
Did it make a great explosion?
Yes.
Were the men working in the building when you let it off?
Yes.
Did you see Broadhead after that?
Yes. David one after.
What did he say?
He said we done very well.
Do you know why Wheaton and Smith were blown up?
We were putting a new machine in.
Now, you recollect the time Lindley was shot?
Yes.
On the Saturday before, were you not seen in West Bar with a pistol in your pocket? Yes or no?
Yes.
Where did you get that pistol?
I bought it.
For what purpose did you buy the pistol?
I
I asked you for what purpose did you buy the pistol? Answer the question, for what purpose did you buy the pistol?
I will tell the truth. If I have my certificate.
You shall have your certificate, and if the man you implicate will come forward and make a clear statement, he too shall have his indemnity. Look to him.
Oh, he's gone down.
Is he all right?
Yes.
You're sure? I do not wish to press you unless you are able.
Yes, I'm all right.
Now, you say that you bought a pistol. For what purpose did you buy it?
To shoot Lindley.
Was anyone associated with shooting Lindley?
Yes, Crooks.
Who shot him?
I compelled Crooks to do it. I asked Broadhead what he was to do about Lindley, and he told me he'd have a conversation with me on the following day. He asked me what I could do with him, and I said as I'd make it as he wouldn't work no more.
What did you say to that?
He asked me what I should want for doing it. I asked him if £20 would be too much, and he said he could give above 15 for it.
And what did you do?
We followed him, Lindley, from one place to another. We found there was no chance with the revolver, so Crooks got his air gun. We followed him for 6, perhaps more weeks. Every night, Sunday night, we followed him.
And how was it at the last? Where was he shot?
In Scotland Street. You call it the Crown, I think. It was in the back room, in the snug. He left downwards to the window. We saw him through the window. I told Crooks he was there.
What did Crooks do?
He refused to shoot. He said there's too many people about. So I said,
What did you say?
either he was to do it or I'd do it.
When you told him that, what did he do?
He said there was no chance. So I told him that I'd do it myself, that I'd risk it. And he told me,
What did he tell you?
he told me that I mustn't attempt, that I'd miss, and that he'd risk it.
And then, what did you do?
He shot him. We run away, through the alley into Peacroft.
What did you get for shooting Lindley?
£7.10.
Who gave you the money?
Broadhead.
Have you any quarrel with Lindley?
No.
Have you ever spoken to him in your life?
No, I never did so. Being obnoxious to trade.
I believe you're pretty generally in work, are you not?
Yes, I'm in a very good situation. Or I was until I came here.
Oh, I do not know that you are any worse off now. You have removed a load from your breast, and that must have weighed you down. Certainly not for me trying to fun. You may go. You are free to go. Broadhead, it will be our duty to inquire fully into all that you have said and done concerning these matters. You must be in attendance to give us information when that information is required.
Will it be necessary for me to attend every day?
I cannot think that it will be pleasant for you after this to attend court of this kind, but you must be where you can be found.
I'm ruined. But I can't complain. Bear it.
starting with Daisy Daisy. Ladies and gentlemen, please join in with the ancient Blackons! Like to welcome to our little music hall and the worthier burghers of... Yes, burghers is what I said, madam. Your hearing rather than my diction is at fault if you thought I said anything else. Of this noble borough. I see, down here, as noble guardian of the law, taking a well-earned rest from the chase of the elusive Mary Ann, Chief Constable Jackson!
But the guardian boat gets there, it's the precious lives we share, but when we need the helpless poor, the little boys that mean no harm, we run them, we run them, we run them, show the will the Volscians down.
There are one or two things I'd like you to know before I leave Sheffield for good. I don't want anybody to think I'm offering excuses for what I've done in the past. I'm just as liable to make mistakes as anybody else. But through all the howlings, the clamour, and the threats with which I've been hunted down, I've had this consolation. My only wish and object has been to protect and defend the labour of thousands of workmen. That's right. I've always striven to do this to the best of my own ability. Others have been more honest and their motives as pure as mine. The sins I've been condemned for would never have been committed. True enough. My worst deeds are publicly known, which is more than can be said for many of those who have howled against me with such assumed virtue. If they'd been in the same position, perhaps they wouldn't have done much better. What
What I've done has been for the good of others, not for the benefit of myself. The error of my life has been that I have loved the trade unions, not wisely, but too well.
Well said, Mr. Broadhead.
With the help of loyal friends, and I still have friends, I intend, for the sake of my family, to attempt to start a new life in America. But I know that to the end of my days, whatever my fellow citizens think of me, I shall always feel a very lively interest in the welfare and future prosperity. Good old town of Sheffield.
Good old Mary Ann. Well said, Mr. Brothers.
Yes, I always will be true to Mary Ann, Mary Ann. I always will be true to Mary Ann. The time is wonderful, and happier as I am, and I always will be true to Mary Ann. We members of the force, as a matter quite of course, make the stars and the advances of the band. Some of us is true to Sarah Jane and Sue, though such instances of course are rather rare. For my own part, all I'll say is I never wish to stray or interfere with any other man. Contented with my lot, I stick to what I've got, and I always will be true to Mary Ann. Yes, I always will be true to Mary Ann, Mary Ann. I always will be true to Mary Ann. Let others wonder why I'm happier as I am, and I always will be true to Mary Ann.
Mr. Broadhead, may I wish you bon voyage?
Thank you, sir.
There was never anything personal, you know.
No, you did what you had to do.
Just as you had nothing personal against Lindsay.
I did what I had to do.
You talk to the workers, trade union Belfast in Parliament.
Perhaps we've both achieved what we set out to do.
Goodbye, Mr. Lang.
Goodbye, Mr. Broadhead.
Ye muses who mount on Parnassian tower,
Come into Sheffield and help me to sing.
the times when our sons have all got out their sour.